Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is inspired by Kristen Stewart. This is our last video in our Pixie Power series. Now this picture, she does not have a pixie haircut in, but this one is one that she did wear a lot when she had a pixie. I loved it when she cut her hair, and I loved it when she shaved her head. So I wanted to do something inspired by her, something a little bit more grungy and a little bit more smoky. So if you want to see how to get this look here, then just keep on watching. So starting off with my eyebrows, she has very lightly filled in eyebrows, so I'm not going to use like a pomade or anything. I'm mixing together a black and a medium brown shadow together, and I'm just filling in the gaps where I don't have quite so much hair. She does have fuller eyebrows, but they're not necessarily huge, so I don't want to go in and make them too intense with a pomade or a pencil. This is just going to kind of make them softer and make them look a little bit fuller for me. And then I'm going to go lighter with my hand in the front parts of my eyebrows. And then I'm using my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper, and this is just to add a little bit more fullness, get my hairs to lay where I want them to, and get the shadow to blend a little bit better with the tone of my hair. You guys know I use this all the time. And then I'm going in with my Maybelline Master Conceal Concealer, and I'm just cleaning up the edges of my brows. I have not done a whole lot of maintenance on those recently, so they're looking a little ratchet, so we're just gonna fix all that. It's all good. That's why we've got concealer, right? So then taking that same concealer, I'm just going to go ahead and prime my eyes with that, as well as put a little bit underneath my eyes, just to kind of double whammy it. Since we are doing a smoky eye, I don't want to do concealer after we do our eyeshadow, because I want to have a very smoky outer edge of this, and I don't really want to have to worry about mixing that with my concealer later on. So we're just going to go ahead and do that first. Then after I get that concealer down, I'm going in with my Argan Oil primer from Physicians Formula, and the reason why I did my concealer first is because I didn't want the oil to be underneath this. I'm just putting this on the bottom half of my face just to add a little bit more dewiness to it, not over top of the concealer. So I know it's a little weird how I put this on, but I found that it works best for my skin and how my skin creases. It makes it to where my makeup lasts a little bit longer. And then I'm going in with the concealer on the other areas of my face, bringing it down a little bit more and around my mouth area, just to conceal any redness and give us more of a natural finish when we go in with this. And this is Jackie Oats from Lush Cosmetics. It is their lightest foundation, and it's like a BB cream foundation, so it's buildable. I like to do a very light layer with a damp beauty blender just to even out my skin tone and kind of give us that natural flawless finish without making it look like we've got our makeup caked on. And I found that using a wet beauty blender is the best results from this foundation, because I didn't like it at first because I tried to use a brush. So I've been playing around with it, and I found this is my favorite way to use it. Then going in and I'm setting underneath my eyes with my Bed Night Colorless Luxury Powder, and I'm also going to be setting my eyelids with this to where it kind of has a dual purpose to it, so that way I don't have to go in with an eyeshadow later. Since this is translucent, it's going to go ahead and set that concealer so we're ready for shadow next. Then going in with my NYX Chubby Pencil. I don't even know the official name of this, but it is in the color Rust, and I will have all the names and everything in the description box for you guys. But I'm just using this as a base for our shadows, so I'm keeping this on my lid area. I didn't go all the way into my crease because I'm going to blend out with a brush here in just a second. I just want to get that intensity on my lid. Then I'm going in with a flat synthetic brush, and I'm just going to pack this down, make this a little bit more even around the edges to where we've got a cleaner look with our eyeshadow. Then going into my Morphe 35F palette, I'm taking this cranberry and this purple shimmery shade, and I'm mixing the two together, and I'm packing this on top of that NYX pencil. This is going to intensify that color. It's really going to bring in that almost like wet sheen look to it that she has in a lot of her looks. Almost like that wet, smoky, like glamorous eye. Then I'm going in with this reddish chocolatey brown, and this is on kind of like a chubbier pencil brush, and I am just blending out the very edges of that color, keeping this mostly in my crease area until I get that smoked out, and then I'll blend it up a little bit more. But this is just going to create the shape of our shadow. Next, I'm going into my Kat Von D palette that we used earlier, and I'm taking this peach shade, and on a flat, fluffier brush, I'm just going to be buffing out the very edges of this eyeshadow just to kind of diffuse it out to where we don't have any harsh edges. Even on my face and the under eye area, I'm going to connect underneath my eyes with the top, so I want to make sure that's nice and smoky and it comes down a little bit further. Then I'm going to go ahead and go in with my brown eyeliner from Physicians Formula. I love the formula of this because I find that it doesn't fall off of like underneath my eyes, but it does blend out really well when I want to do a nice smudgy underneath my eyes area. So I'm lining my tight line and my waterline, and I'm smoking this a little bit further down on my waterline area. So that way we've got a little bit more to play with. Then going in with that chubby pencil again, I'm just going to be going as close to my lower lashes as possible, again just to deepen our under eye area. Then going in with the mixed shadows together, I'm just going to smoke that out to where you've got a nice soft edge before we go in with our other shadows. And I'm taking this all the way to my inner corner and all the way to my outer corner. Then going in with a little baby blending brush and the shade we use to blend out our lid, I'm just buffing out the very edges of that just to soften it so we get that nice dramatic blown out smoky eye underneath our eyes. And then going in with my Rimmel Lash Accelerator Mascara, I will just be giving a pretty good coat to my upper and lower lashes with this, just because I want there to be a lot of separation. But she doesn't wear false eyelashes pretty much ever. I've seen her wear them a couple times, so I want to keep it more natural with my eyelashes. But you know, still give them some mascara, some love. So moving on to my face, I'm going in with my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer and a big fluffy brush. The reason why I'm using a bigger brush for this is because I do want to richen up the tone of my face a little bit more, kind of chisel out my features and give me that like grunge glamorous look, if that makes sense. She does this a lot for her makeup look, so I'm trying to recreate that same effect. And then going into my Kat Von D contour palette, I'm taking the ashy tone, and I am contouring a little bit higher up just to add that slimness to my face that she has, and kind of lean out my cheek area. And this is a brush by Moda Cosmetics. And then for highlighting, I'm skipping the blush because she doesn't wear any in this picture. And I'm going in, I believe this is Moonlight Pearls or something like that from e.l.f. And I actually wet my brush before applying this to my face to give us a more of that natural dewy look. And I'm highlighting my cheekbones, my nose, my cupid's bow, my chin. I'm highlighting like everything, guys. I want the full dewiness. And then for lips, I'm going in with a Lique lip liner, and I believe this is in the color Scandal. I'll put it in the description box for you guys. But she has a nice bright red lip paired with this, which I love. I would have never really thought about doing that with kind of the purpley tones we have in our eyes, but I think it made her eyes really pop. And then for lipstick, I'm going in with, I think this is Ruby Red from Milani Cosmetics. Oh my gosh, I can't think. And it's got a nice sheen to it, so it's not quite matte and it's not quite sparkly. It's kind of like a satin gloss finish, and I love the opacity of this. And then going in over top with a matte lipstick, and this is going to blend in and kind of tone down a little bit of that shine. And this is in Cinnamon Spice from Wet n Wild, and it's going to kind of give us that deepness near the inner parts of our lips. Then I'm just going to set that all with my Mario Badescu Rose Water, and that is it for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed this Kristen Stewart inspired look. If you guys have any other people you want me to copy makeup looks after, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Oh yeah, and I shaved part of my head too. That's new. They asked me to be a hair model at a show, and I said why not. So anyway, little side note, but don't forget to follow me on all of my social media so you can stay up to date with my hair, with all of that good stuff, fashion posts. All of the names and links to everything will be in the description box for you guys. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!